Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Masters of Innovation campaign here, Heir of Innovation, and we are going to be getting into a battle. I fought a couple of battles as I started to record this episode, and then realized that Streamlabs, although showing the proper audio to be recording, like my microphone and my headset, although it showed it, it wasn't recording it. And so my initial couple of battles and some turn-ins that we fought didn't end up working out. I am working with a broken scroll wheel on my mouse right now as well, which means that I have to do the camera zoom with the keyboard, so forgive that. I only got to save one of these battles because the auto save overwrote the other one by the time I saw it. The first battle was against Tomarkon, and it was a pretty large battle, but we had the Spirit of Grungni and another Thunderbarge, and so of course Tomarkon could not resist 3 immensely powerful cannons and 2 Thunderbarges. And now we are fighting Epidemius with Malakai. We fought, with Grombrindle. We fought Tomarkon with Malakai, and it was an easy win. This one is also looking to be a fairly straightforward battle for me. The only difference here is that Epidemius has multiple units of drones or rotflies or whatever the heck he calls them. I love that Epidemius, by the way, sits in his giant chair here, making him a huge target for my harpoons. So that's the spears of Grungni or whatever that come off of the Thunderbarge are going to be even more effective. So I'm trying to lure those drones and rotflies, again, whatever all of you call these jerks, because I don't really use Nurgle. I'm going to lure them back to my lines so that I can hit them with some fire support. I have good thunder support back there. My cannons are already shredding into the enemy. Now, with Tomarkon's army, I had to deal with a whole bunch of Chosen, and I used the Grape Shot and just deleted the Chosen when it got within 200 meters. I have that option here should we need it, but this army has a lot better fire support from Thunderers than Malakai's army does, actually. So I'm not going to have to worry about Grape Shot because there's not a whole lot of, I don't think there's any Chosen for that matter, and my cannons are going to really focus on Epidemius, and then my airship is going to break up the infantry profile, and of course we can use the Spear of Grungni on the front of the airship to go for extra damage. I'll try and get you all some good cinematic action here from the top of the airship as the Grudge Rakers fire straight down into their enemies, drop grenades, bombs, everything else. Their drones are going to attack us, but they're not going to find a whole lot of success, and the rest of Nurgle's forces coming headlong into my gyro bombers that are hitting them with that suppressive ammunition. So it's going to go good. There are some exalted units and a Centigore here with the axes. They're going to do a little bit of range fire, but overall the enemy is really struggling to get any purchase against my line. There is a good unit of Chaos Warriors there, but again, they're getting hit by the Thunderbarge. The Thunderbarge is very powerful against infantry formations as it just flies over, dropping damage at will pretty much. And you can see that we are having very good luck. Now, Grombrindle, the crazy dwarf himself, is out here hacking through a bunch of plague bearers, maybe exalted plague bearers, actually. But he won't have a whole lot of issue with that. He's very powerful. And our gyro bombers came out and dropped a load of bombs right here to clear out a big infantry spot. And then Epidemius has already been shot off of his chair by my cannon, so good to see his filthy corpse where it belongs. Bullet riddled and on the ground. We need to burn it now to make sure that none of his germs spread, but there you go. That was an effective battle against Epidemius, and the battle against Tomarkon went pretty similarly. So there you go. I will see you all out on the campaign map, and we'll get started. Well, let's go ahead and continue. Recording snafu or not, we've got work to do here. I see Azazel over here, and I would love to fight Azazel. I don't know whether he will allow us to challenge him. We're going to take attrition if I do come out of the underground stance. So I may just move up here and force him to cross me. Then we can fight him underground if we're intercepted. And then I'm going to make a move with our Slayer army. It's only got so many turns left, 8 turns left. So we want to take it and go do some damage with it. Or at least go hurt someone really badly with it. And then I'm going to take this army for Grombrindle. We defeated Tomarkon, as you saw in the battle. Sorry, not Tomarkon, Epidemius. Sorry you didn't get to see the battle against Tomarkon. it was pretty cool in the sense that he got absolutely bushwhacked by airships, but at the same time, like, it wasn't the world's most amazing feat because we have 2 Thunderbarges and we rocked his world as one might fully expect. I'm going to put some upgrades here on Orgrim's Favored. That should make our artillery become, I mean, just obscenely powerful, which is certainly a goal of mine at the moment. I'm going to see if we can try and assassinate. I tried assassinating this guy in the last turn. It didn't work. I'm going to try it again. Critical failure, so that time our legendary hero got wounded. So it is Garagrim Iron Fist. It's legendary hero. I would assume we want that legendary hero in one of our armies, and I could put him in with Malakai, but I also could probably use him with Grombrindle, and I think that's what I'll do when he comes back. I'll send him off to join Grombrindle. We can't quite reach Saber Mountain here, so I'm going to come out of this settlement, and I'm going to move forward like this. And then let's see, it wants me to do an outpost with the Great Orthodoxy. I'm not super worried about having an outpost with them, but I guess I'll go ahead and do it just so you'll shut up and leave me alone. So we have done that, and then outpost with the Ice Court. We could put one in Kislev. Oh my gosh, we could get bear sleds. We could have bear sleds and Thunderbarges. That would be pretty sick. I'm going to consider this. Yeah, because that would be pretty amazing. All right, so I spent my money on outpost. Let's end the turn. Okay, the turn ended. We're going to take Saber Mountain, and this will clear out any settlements that Tamarkan had behind our lines. So he's now fully out in front of us, because remember, I had to come over here and take all 3 of these settlements off of him, meaning I can come up here to the Challenge Stone, Dragon's Death, Floating Mountain. I can just hopefully start to work my way back across this territory and get rid of Tamarkan once and for all. If we start taking enemies off the map, and we're already becoming a lot more powerful over the last few turns, but if we start taking enemies off the map, then the ball is really going to be rolling. This could be dangerous for me to move this far into enemy territory, but this army is powerful. I'm going to move up here, and I'm going to tempt Kolek and Azazel. They could get the benefit of the garrison here, and I'm going to see whether or not we can goad them into a battle. I'm going to move more forces forward on them. They do have an army that came into tribe slaughter. I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all, but I am also going to not be surprised when I just take it right back from them rather easily. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So I feel like we are on a bit of an offensive at the moment, and because Kastalton is effectively holding up our western flank, I don't have to worry about those armies, at least at the moment. I feel like if we help secure the Tower of Crack, then there's really not much of an inroad into our homelands, which is great, though we do need to build a little bit of defense here at our ports, because if they are going to come through and attack me behind my lines, that is certainly where the attack's going to come from. We're going to go ahead and level up Felix a little more here. Same thing with Gotrek. They are getting near their top tier upgrades, which is exciting. And then we're going to end another turn and just take the fight to our enemies. Hopefully we'll get some fights here in the turn end from Azazel and Kolek. We have completed the turn end. Nothing of importance seemed to occur there. I'm going to just go on an underground march and move forward towards the Challenge Stone. There are some agents here for Tamarkan that are behind my lines. Not particularly worried about them. Zeke the Befouled, is that some standard minion, or is that a legendary hero? Again, I'm not very familiar with the Nurgle stuff because I hate Nurgle. I love how they took Tribe Slaughter and they're like, you know what? It's yours. Just, you can have it back. We're gonna walk this way. Try and forget we came here if you can. Norskins. Very, very tough. Crit. Oh, look at this. Instead of fighting me, they just ran for the hills. What a bunch of babies. Bunch of babies. All right, I'm going to take this settlement off of them as well, just because I can. It's not going to make us any substantial amount of income. It's also going to be very difficult to build, but at the same time, like, I can't just leave all of this blank, or else I won't really have a way to We don't have a very good army here, but if I...
This scar, don't ask. Quickest way through is down.
Wonder...
Only chaos commands me.
Yeah, this army's not great. We could probably cause a little damage with it, but I don't know whether we could win these fights per se. It's going to depend on just how strong that Lord holds up in melee, and then what kind of range, if anything, comes by. I'm just going to move it over here, though. If I get to fight him, then I get to fight him. I mean, that army's going away soon enough, so we might as well use it to cause some damage. We're up to 648 Oath Gold, which is very good news for us. That means that I should be able to come into the Forge, and let's get into these character runes, and let's come in here and get some of the best ones, hopefully. We've already got the Master Rune of Spite, and I think we applied it. And then we're going to get some of these other ones. We got the Master Rune of Snorri here. That's a really good one. It's going to increase our... melee attack. We also get this Bound Magic Missile one, which is... This is good against armor, good penetration, effective at close range. It's a 100-meter magic missile. That might be kind of hard to use sometimes. This one's kind of nice because we get a lot of extra armor piercing damage, and then this one's also really good. 30% weapon strength and then extra armor piercing damage. Again, very nice. 12 melee defense. A lot of these, many of these are all quite powerful. I'm going to go with this 30% weapon strength and then 10 armor piercing. And if I think about where we want to place that, I think we put yeah, we put the first Master Rune on Thorgrim, and that makes sense because I'm using him as a kind of a meat shield cushion. I think Grombrindle would be a really good place for that rune we just struck there. So I'm gonna go down and we'll actually put that one on Grombrindle. The reason I say that is because he already has really high weapon strength. That'll just make it even higher and make him even deadlier in that melee. So I feel like that'd be a good one for him for sure. Says we don't have a talisman here. I don't know whether we've picked up any in the meantime. You better... So we do have the other Trickster's Shard, which is pretty much useless, and a Potion of Foolhardiness, which is also pretty much useless. Yeah, the other Trickster's Shard, I don't know. I guess it could be okay, but it's not the talisman that we're looking. Pigeon Plucker Pendant is, I guess, better than Absolute Zero, but it's certainly nothing impressive. Let's check a few of our other characters real quick. Glaive Gun.
I'm here.
Basic armor. Do we have any armor yet? We have just a Spell Shield, but you know, whatever. It's better than nothing.
Dwarfs need me.
Let's try these enchanted items. I don't hold a lot of enchanted items. We'll just throw that potion on there just to put it to use.
Retake the realms.
And we still need armor for Felix. We'll have to get some more Oath Gold. We are collecting Oath Gold at basically 100 per turn. Like I said, that may increase a little more over the next few turns. We shall see. Grombrindle gets himself a skill point here. I'm going to drop that in Tactician. The artillery upgrades are going to pay big dividends because we really depend on getting our damage done from range. It's 40 Oath Gold per turn. And we're getting a slight bonus on that as well. This one gives me... quite a few more cages of animals right there. Let's do that one. Let's do that one. And this one will give me some more dwarf beer kegs to trade. Won't be a huge amount, but it'll be some. All right, let's go ahead and end this turn. I think we're probably going to get a battle from Daniel. I'm not sure that it's a battle we win, but, you know, again, that's a Slayer army. They're going to go down swinging. We did indeed get the battle from Daniel the Demon. And it not only thinks we're going to win, it thinks we're going to win by a long shot, which I'm curious. And like some part of me wants to just take this. So you're thinking, would I win this easily? I mean, the Zangors would do poor against hammers, but there's a lot of them. Daniel probably isn't going to do well against my lord, assuming that I can get him to fight my lord. But there's going to be bombardments like crazy coming off of these two. Now we're Gonna do a lot of damage to him from range. We have the flame cannon and stuff like that. It's gonna be hard to stop these flyers, though we do have slayers to protect the stuff behind the line. Let's just fight with this army just for the heck of it. You know, if I end up blowing it where we would have won, so be it. At least we'll get to see the army in use. All right, so we're gonna start this battle. I'm gonna take my... is this a... Oh, it's a troll hammer one. Ooh, we haven't gotten to use those yet. Oh, rest in pieces, Daniel. That's gonna hurt. All right, we gotta run from this guy. Is he faster than us? Probably not, but you know how charge speed is. I'm gonna start trying to flee back. I don't know what we just got shot by. Oh, it was grudge throwers, I think. Yeah, the grudge throwers are trying to assist us. Come on, run, run, run. I don't really have any covering fire other than my iron drakes. My grudge throwers, I'm gonna start targeting Zangors. Our flame cannon is almost in range, but I don't think it's gonna hit Mr. the Demon very well. We'll see if it does hit him. Wow, those flame cannons are a lot different than what they used to be, and he did get hit, and he got hit hard. Or no, that was the troll hammers. Never mind. The flame cannon wasn't doing a particular lot. In fact, I'm gonna save the flame cannon. It's just more of a waste of ammo right now. Oh, there goes the troll hammers. They've changed the look of the troll hammers some. They look very nice. Ooh, man, he got absolutely wrecked. All right, I like gyrocopters with troll hammers. Those are a very nice touch to the dwarf roster. Probably makes up for the fact that brimstone guns were exchanged for the steam guns. Oh my gosh, he got melted. I am here for it all the way. All right, there's a bunch of pink horrors headed my way. Let's go ahead and melt some Zangors, though, shall we? Yes, we shall. These guys are getting chewed up by my artillery. I was, I think, very much underestimating the capabilities of my army here. Actually, trollhammer these guys. Trollhammer. Oh, there's bombardment coming my way. Run, run, run. I wanted my trollhammers to shoot these guys, but for some reason they didn't. Let's go ahead and swing back over here. I need to get away from those shrieking sky rays, whatever the heck they are. I'm gonna land for a second and sling through these slayers because we're taking a lot of damage. I'm gonna try and drag those guys through my slayers. There we go. Darn it, my gyrocopters routed. It may have been a terror route, I don't know, but I've got them now. Let's turn around the other way. My hammers just have to hold the line. My lord is not gonna have any problem out there, I don't think. There's some Centigores coming after me, that's not ideal. Let's go counter those with some extra slayers. No one is gonna effectively make it around our flank, so let's just send our extra slayers into combat, and then let's tell our flame cannons to wreck some of these pink horrors out here before they can do any extra damage. Wow, this army was actually very potent. Very potent. Comes a bombardment that's gonna hurt, but I can't really dodge it at the moment. Let's bring my copters back over and start putting some troll hammers into this iridescent horror. Oh yeah, we ripped a hole right through the middle of their lines there. That change to flame cannons is cool. I very much like that. And then the troll hammers, or sorry, iron drakes are doing amazing. Let's go check out the troll hammer copters. What are they? Oh, they're still grounded. I keep trying to zoom closer. It won't let me zoom any closer. Is that... What's going on with the camera? Camera's busted. My zoom in and zoom out isn't working. That's weird. I was trying to zoom up and get you all some closer shots, but I can't, so I don't know if it's just a bug or what, and maybe it'll clear out on the next battle. We'll see. I don't really know what the answer is, but that is indeed a success for us. The auto-resolve predicted it. I think the auto-resolve would have probably been a hair kinder to me, but regardless, we got the job done, and we took out a whole army with our grudge settler army, and it was a lot of fun. All right, well, it was a good win for us. It says we can replenish here. Let's do that. I think... I can't remember, like, this army's on a timer, but I don't remember all the conditions. Okay, it says none of your units will replenish, but I mean, it just said we got replenishment there, and I'm assuming we did. I guess it just means they don't replenish like when in friendly territory. Like you just go fight until you're done fighting, which again makes sense for Slayer army. We've got Archaon begging for a peace treaty at this point too, rather than want to fight us. So that's good. We got Tamarkand and Archaon begging for peace, like the cowards they are. And the Tower of Crack gets attacked by a giant crack named Throg. This is going to be interesting. He doesn't possess enough power to come at me over the top of the walls, and then I possess a massive number of crossbows. The concern I have here is that every defensive map is designed... Oh, we don't get a defense. We have a giant settlement called the Tower of Crack, and I don't get to defend it in the settlement. Even though I've built the walls and stuff, like there's a wall building. This is weird. CA, please, like fix this stuff. So no wonder it's predicting I'm gonna lose because we don't get a defensive position on a wall. I think we're gonna get terror routed is my concern. Does Wolfie cause terror? He definitely has fear. Throg would probably have terror. No, he does not. The Mammoth certainly will, right? Yes. Yeah, that's just fear. Yeah, the Mammoth has terror. So we're very prone to a terror rout by the Mammoths. And the Famir warriors are well armored. All I've got is crossbows, so even if I corner camp, which I will try, I don't think we can pull this one off. Well, I've got a couple problems going on. My scroll wheel isn't working on my mouse for some reason, so be patient with my ability to zoom in and out. I have to do it on the keyboard, which I'm not used to doing, although it can be done. Also, the map made me have to run a really long ways to corner camp, so I don't even know if we're going to save our grudge thrower. It's under heavy pursuit, so we shall see. I've got my armies arrayed in a defensive tactical noob box here. I'm actually going to take all of my Quarrelers and we're going to point towards the incoming Mammoths over here. And I'm a little bit late to open fire on anything, which means that is bad. Very, very bad. We're going to see whether or not we can even win this one. I'm not feeling particularly confident. Look at the Mammoths moving to outflank me here. We're going to be very prone to terror routes over here. And this Quarrelers are not bad, but these ones have no upgrades. There's no Lord upgrades. So despite the fact that the Mammoths are prone to this, our army is just going to be, yeah, there you go. Terror route's already begun, and we are just getting absolutely shredded over here. So this is kind of funny to me. The Tower of Crack comes under attack. So remember that these guys are getting worked by Castalton right now, and they walked past all the settlements that Castalton took from them and walked all the way over to the Tower of Crack to get me. But don't worry, I'll remember that, and I'm going to get some revenge. Well, that's a grudging. And then they didn't even take it. I don't understand the mindset of the AI here. Whoa, it's because Mother of Stank is right behind me. That's hilarious. So they ignore the threat by Castalton, cutting right into the middle of their territory. They walk over here to me to get to me, and then they defeat my settlement. Again, they got problems over here, serious problems. And run away because Mother of Stank is going to kick their tail here. I wish I knew it was wrong with my scroll wheel here too. Let's go ahead, and I'm not joining any additional wars right now. So I guess the good news is we didn't lose the Tower of Crack. The bad news is that the Tower of Crack has to be rebuilt. So I don't know, like take it for what it is here. Gosh, man, having an unworking scroll wheel is super annoying. I'm gonna have to try and restart my computer, or I don't know, maybe my mouse is borked. This is going to be a bit of a shorter episode, by the way, because of the way that I've had to record things with the beginning of this not working right. So I only have so much time to record tonight. So I do apologize that it's going to be a little bit shorter, but that it is what it is. We're going to retake this Pillar of Skulls here, which is going to give me access to the Tusk again, which we can use as a trade resource if we build this settlement back up. And then I've got Azazel is avoiding combat with this because he's a cowardly crybaby. I'm going to take this army over here and just suicide it into them to cause trouble. Yes. I can't reach any more settlements on this turn, unfortunately. But we need to hit the Burning Monolith. We also got to hit Stormwrack Mount here. I'm just going to bounce back down here real quick. I don't expect we're going to keep that settlement. but it is what it is. And then Malakai is working his way. Sorry, I got to get the zoom done with the keyboard here. He's working his way back north to the challenge stone. And I think that's where I'm going to leave this one, folks. So we have made some progress. Again, a little bit of it was off screen because you didn't get to see me kill Tamarkan, but that was really the only thing you've missed here. But I feel like we now have our enemies on the run. Our Oath Gold is climbing massively. Our income is climbing, which means we can afford another army here very soon, which will, again, make us get into even better position. So hope you all enjoyed this one. HeirofCarthage signing out for now. I'll see you soon with some more Malakai Makaisson action.